welcome. I didn't have a brilliant night last night, so I thought this morning I would do something in my new grimoire to help me shut my head up, really. So yeah, I've already done the background because obviously I wanted it to dry. I was thinking about dark things and demons and dirty green and a bit of red was sort of like blood. It was nasty. And then I've made this nasty monster, which is my inner critic. So without further ado, I shall start cutting out and we'll start making a grimoire spread. So grimoire along with me. So to sort of give you a little bit of background, which I'm sure we've all been here, is I made myself my new website, okay? I was chuffed to bits with it, worked so hard all week, tweaking it, testing it, making sure that everything's all right. So chuffed with it, the little happy dancers and all the rest of it. Proudly showing my husband and the grandkids, look what Mama's made, all that sort of thing. And then what happens is I make it go live. Hey, look everybody, look at this thing I'm so proud of that I've made, and with things for you to enjoy and all that. And then I lay in bed and I thought, what a load of rubbish. You're not really good enough, Jim. What are you messing about at? In comes this nasty bastard, inner critic, questioning all the things that we were believing in, and saying you're not good enough, there's other people much better than you can't really draw, can you? You know, what are you doing it for? Nobody's really interested, and all that shit. And last night, when I was lying in bed, I believed it all. And I let him chatter away in my ear, on and on and on and on. And then this morning, I was still chattering away, and I'm thinking, oh, I've spent money doing a website, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I really ought to just get a job at Tesco's instead, and all that. And then I thought, no, use this as fuel and talk about it so that other people who might be feeling exactly the same as me might come to realise that it's all a load of bollocks. It really is. And we need to shut this bloody demon up. Don't get me wrong, it'll probably come back again. It'll escape. But for now, I'm working through it and I'm going to shut it up. Right, and I'm going to shut it up in my grimoire with evidence then. Every time I look at it, reminds me of shutting up that horrible, nasty thing that comes along to spoil all those good, lovely thoughts you had and all that positive feeling you had about something that you were doing. So, nasty claws, nasty claws, and they've got a bit of blood on them because draw blood because they're that sharp and nasty. And you can see I'm really working on this. So this is the whole point, in my opinion, of what I do and the art magic that works. Is I don't do spells as such, because my art is my magic spells. So today what I'm doing is ridding myself of the demon that's causing me anguish. And there you are, you horrible shit. Right, okay. So I'm going to put that there. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with all the rest of this. I've made it, so I have scanned it as well, so I might share it with you if anybody wants it, if they want to process this sort of demon. I was really upset me though, because I was feeling so chuffed, and as soon as I made my website live, told everybody about it, I doubted myself. And this is what we do as artists. Well, we do it in all sorts of ways, don't people? You know, you think, yes, I'm right, this is good, and it's going to be really nice, and people are going to enjoy it, get something out of it, and then you go, oh no, they're not, you idiot. And I don't want to be like that, and it's okay for a short while, but I'm not letting it eat away at me and stop me from doing what I want to do. So I'm going to deal with it. And it's a horrible day as well, really drizzly and grey. So a good day to do some demon banishing. Right, cutting all my bits and bobs out. I don't know quite what I'm going to do with the hand, but I know what I'm going to do with the rest. So let's get these cut out. I'm purposely not filled the affirmation truth bubbles, as I'll call them. Okay, because I want to think about what I want to reinforce in myself. There we go. One more, and then I'll leave those words. I might put the words on as well, or I might write them on myself. So I did. There. Let's cut this out, and then we can start gluing down, shutting this shit up. Okay. No, I'm not going to give in. I am going to do it. Okay. Oh. There we go. Right. So first of all, I'm going to stick this sod down. No, I think that's going to... No, I think it'll be all right. Right, just need plenty of glue, I think. So, I'd like to know if other people suffer in the same way. I'm sure they do. I'm not on my own here, questioning what we do. At the weekend, I was out and about and met up with some people who I'd not seen for a while, since we've closed the restaurant. And you know when people say to you, so are you a lady of leisure now? And I never quite know what to say, because that's sort of saying that I'm happily sat at home painting my nails or trimming the hydrangea and things like that. I'm not. I'm desperately trying to earn a bit of money and sort the mess out that's been left behind. So I'm not a lady of leisure, but I just don't know what to say. And I feel a little bit hurt by it. I never tell anybody that. I just sort of laugh, you know. What can you do? No, you know, they're not being horrible. They think it's quite nice them saying that, because they think I'm living the life, but in effect I'm not. And I do think, oh God, do people really think I'm just sat at home, you know, doing nice little things, watching daytime telly and all that? I don't know. Does it matter? Does it matter really? You know, at the end of the day, doesn't, does it? Right. Ooh, I don't like you. You've got your spiky claws. Right. Okay. So, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write the nasty words here. So, in red, I think. I'll use my red Posca. So, I'm looking right this here. Oh, God. Right. So, I think about the things that I'm sort of saying to myself is, you are not good enough. What are you messing around for? It's a waste of time. Get a job. They're the horrible things generally that the sharp, nasty thing is saying to me. So, first of all, I'm going to put these on him. Okay? And somewhere I've got a little bit of thread here, look. So I'm going to put the thread on here and here to sort of chain him up. I need a little bit of this stuff. Like that. And a good dab of this. Yo. Right. There. And then put a bit of that on there. Stick that on there. That'll stop him scratching me, niggling at me. Okay, that's the first thing. So, stop scratching. Arrgh. Okay. So the next thing I was going to do was that. And then I'm going to put this on here, I think. Oh, no, I don't know. Nah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And this is where the magic comes in, because I am really, really thinking about this and shutting it up and stopping it. So I think I'm going to cut these words out as well to remind myself what this art magic spell was all about. Up there like that, and then these are the new things coming in like that. Okay, right, so to put the hand on there I'm going to use one of the spin. Don't care what colour it is, it's what it's doing. So, jab right through you, that hurts. You see I've left a page in between because I'm going to glue them together. It's good when you're doing that in an altered book because it makes it sturdier. You're using acrylic paint and collage and everything. It helps keep it. There, beautiful. So that's that. I don't like your face. I'm going to glue this on first. Okay, so shut up and be quiet. Oh. Okay. Silence the inner critic. Let's get these on here. And these are going to be nice words for myself. I might even do a little journaling in between. To sort of reinforce this work that I'm doing here. And how it all makes me feel. Okay. So then, oh God, I've got stuff everywhere. So I'm going to, I think, around here. I feel like I don't want to work on this thing, but it feels like it needs a sort of, do you know what I mean? And I've already stuck them in and I don't know if I want to give them any more time. So maybe I won't, maybe I'll just give it a little bit. This is what you have to think about when you're doing stuff is, you know, what are you paying attention to? I don't really want to pay attention to him. I've shut him up. And it could be a he, it could be a she, it could be an it, or a they. It really doesn't matter. Right. I don't want to put any more on. I don't want to give it any more attention at all. I'd rather give these some attention, and maybe this is where I use some green like this. Yes, you see? That feels better. There we go. Give these a bit of a glow instead. And I think I will use maybe a fine white pen or something to journal about this later on. And there. Yeah, I think that's going to be nice. So I'm going to do the green on the rest of it. And I'm going to give this a red border. I feel like I want to finish it with something. You know, I like my borders. do this all the way around as well. This is quite a fat book. I feel like there's going to be a lot of processing going off in this. And learning as well. That's something that I wanted to talk about, because I love learning about new things. And every morning when I do my daily diary and I pull a card, each time I pull the card I'm learning about that particular card. You know, I mean, sometimes it's tarot, sometimes it's oracle cards, but I'm learning how to use my intuition a little bit more when I'm reading them, as well as reading the meanings in the little guidebooks that you get. I don't have many sets of cards. I'm trying to sort of get to know one or two rather than having lots. But also, one thing that I've been dead keen on is learning about the runes a little bit more in depth. So each day when I pull a rune, if I've not already researched it, I go on this website called Runes World, which is lots of information for each rune. Some of it a little bit sort of cryptic, but I pull from it what I do understand, and I write on little record cards. And because I do it every day, I've worked, I mean, there's 24 of the Elder Foot Arc runes, and I think I've only got 4 or 5 left to research, because as I pull a different one out, I do the little bit of research, and then obviously if I pull that rune again, I've got the research to pick from it what the meaning is for the day and add it to my diary. And I've really enjoyed this sort of bite-sized learning, where it only takes me 5 minutes, and it's starting to build up and do a bigger body of research. So I'm trying to do that with anything I want to learn about. And I've got a little book. In fact, I'll show you quickly. This little book here that I've made to learn all about the runes. So there are all the 24 runes. Little quote on the back. And I've started it with a little bit of research. This is what the book was called, Constructive Thinking. It's a little bit of a pencil drawing about of Odin, and a little bit of, a bit of background research I've started doing. So I'm going to put that on the website in the gallery to show as I work through it. So the plan is now to work in these pages and put all the research that I've made into this little book. So it'll be really my book of runic meanings. So I'll show you the cards that I've been working on. So each day I've been doing this. So quite a bit of research so far. So bite-sized research and learning, it's the way forward. Well, it is for me, definitely. So I'll show you my learning box another day. But if I want to learn about anything, I do write it on little record cards and I keep it there so that eventually I can go back to it and use it like in my books and things like that. So I think some of the learning that I've been doing, I'm going to put in this grimoire as well, because it is part learning, part journaling, part art magic. Yeah. So I'm going to glue that together there, hold that nice, and I'm going to work on these things and do a little bit of journaling here, and I'll take some photos when I've finished it, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you're interested in getting the artwork, I might send it to the mailing list. I'm not sure yet. I'll see what I feel like doing. But if you want to deal with your inner critic like I've dealt with mine today, then get in touch. Get in touch. Tell me about it. Tell me if you do the same as me, so I may not feel so lonely. Okay, I'll speak to you soon.